A Move Forever Workbook Guide, Week 38, Brave. I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship. Louisa May Alcott. That little voice inside might even start to tell you you're capable of doing things you never thought you would. It continually reminds you of your creativity and resourcefulness, of your ability to apply your imagination to your actions, to express yourself fully. Your bravest moment so far was still when you allowed yourself to say yes to play in the first place. You may not feel like you're actually doing anything that much different now. It's play that got you here. It's play you're doing now. It's play that keeps you on your toes, seeking out those opportunities, ready to make that next discovery. Soon enough, the little games you play start to look like mini adventures all of their own. This is when the lines between play and adventure start to blur and you seamlessly move from one to the other. Your training is having the desired effect. So use your training this week. Take yourself on a big adventure. Put yourself well and truly in the arena, embracing whatever challenges and randomness the world throws in your direction. Aware of the risks and how to handle them while reaching out to get your rewards. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's dive into the workbook and get this week underway. It's going to be a little different this week. Instead of taking ourselves on a big adventure, we're going to look at where we feel we've been most brave on our overall Move Forever adventure so far. We didn't want to spend this week going out forcing ourselves to be brave in potentially dangerous situations. That's really not what bravery means to us. But there are plenty of moments over the past 9 months or so that we've put ourselves in situations where a little bit of courage was required. When in adult life, is there ever a need to climb up onto stuff?
This is definitely an exercise in pushing the comfort zone. We've been climbing the Coast Guard training pole on and off for a few months now. The climb gets easier, but it's still pretty exhilarating at the top.
And when you're up, then what? What goes up must come down. These sand dunes are very, very forgiving. Not to mention fun too. Really helping us to build the confidence to tackle the next obstacle. And the next. But coming down isn't just about jumping down. The best way to get good at going downhill is to practice going downhill. Not to be scared to try a different approach when the terrain calls for it. To take your time and just engage with it. If it's too tricky to fully let go for now, simply treat it as practice for letting go in the future. How about going in the sea in January? That's pretty brave. Early mornings year round too. Cold. Better. Route 1 is best. This is getting confident at getting in. Jumping before diving to get a bit of confidence. And starting here with feet just under the waterline. Nice. Now from dry land. She did it. Here's where some real confidence is required. being the one who's playing when no one else is. Starting off here by taking advantage when there's no one else around, even though there could be at any minute. We often get funny looks crossing here as adults. So what? Playing childish games in full view. What will the onlookers think? The thing that we've found throughout all of this is that it really is fine simply not to care what boring people think. And we're done. Well, not quite done. This is a biggie.
Going barefoot means adapting to what's underfoot, striding out on the lush green stuff and slowing down when the going gets tough. There are no prizes for speed in this game. State your claim to a patch of grass and own it. Move in as many ways as you can, knowing that you are safe and sound, grounded to the earth. Roll, crawl, run, jump, play. Finding freedom through your feet sure can put a smile in your face and a spring in your step.
Getting more confident, shoes in hand, just in case. Thought this might feel good, and it did. Down the Malham Cove steps. Yeah, we can do that too. Fast barefoot running is definitely not an activity for beginners. Simply an outcome of doing things you love in places you love, building up very slowly for a very long time. And bravest of all, it took us both a while, but the cows definitely seem to be our friends now. So looking back, what's brave for one? We all need to start somewhere. It's not about being a daredevil, just as usual, daring to take that first step. Confident with confidence. And once that first step is taken, take it again until bravery is no longer required for it. Then use bravery again to take the next step. You aren't using more bravery, you're just growing more confident in your ability to use it. Going out to play. Framing the entire process as going out to play can be the biggest hurdle. That's not what adults do, is it? It's the biggest convention we must bust in our Move Forever journeys. But just like anything else, we start small, see what happens, get used to it, and then build from there. So as for the weekly checks, nice. And now it's over to you. Have a go yourself. Don't forget to share your progress in the group. Pictures, videos, lessons and ideas. We love to hear how you're getting on. See you next week.